YouTube, this is Dark Vigilante bringing you another Resident Evil 2 run. This is going to be on Leon Kennedy. We're going to do standard. The reason we're going to do standard is because I don't have a good result for standard. I do have an S+. However, what I don't have is a good time like I do for hardcore. So this hardcore run, unfortunately, I did get hit, so I didn't upload it. However, I think I'm going to try and redo both of these so that I can do a no damage run for both and then upload them with no magnum and obviously an S+ rank. So let's do standard first and then we'll do hardcore later. I'm going to upload them as I get them done. This is going to be the new thing I'm doing for 2025 is no magnum. There's also some liquor strats I can show you. And there's also some stuns and decaps that I'll use in the second playthrough that will come later. So standard and then hardcore. No saves, S+. Or not hardcore, standard. Yeah, what am I talking about? Standard, then hardcore, no saves, S+, no infinite weapons.
You all right? Don't move. I'll be back for you. Freeze! I'll shoot!
So standard's a little easier. You also get a second hit pouch faster, which makes a pretty big difference. Enemies tend to die faster, so it's just an overall way easier game. I do believe you can turn on aim assist as well. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I really dislike aim assist in this game, so I understand why it's there, but it's not for me.
Shit. It's everybody. They've all turned. There it is. The station.
The zombies are also not as hyper-aggressive as hardcore, and they don't deal as much damage. Hardcore enemies always deal maximum damage regardless of whether you've been doing good in the game or not. So the way standard works, from my understanding, is basically the better you're doing, the harder the game will be. Hardcore is always that hard, no matter what, so it's not going to matter too much to me. Obviously, you know, killing enemies faster is handy, but it's not a deal breaker either way. You have more than enough ammo to kill them all.
Open this goddamn door! Jesus! They're everywhere!
Hug that locker and you'll be able to get by them. Especially in standard, because they're not nearly as aggro as hardcore is. Sometimes they can triple lunge you in hardcore. Usually it's a double lunge, but I have seen as many as 3. I hardly ever do standard runs.
How I imagined my first day.
But I figured, you know, if we can get a good time and do it with no damage, it's still worth doing. Why not? Nice little decap there. $9.15.7 is the code for the safe. I'm not going to grab the extended magazine, especially in standard. I've actually started not even grabbing it in hardcore now. Completely unnecessary, especially for the first playthrough. Well, I guess the second playthrough would be more so than the first, but the first one, there's not like a situation where you truly need it. It's a convenience thing, not really necessity.
Fucking hell.
So I'm gonna leg this guy, and then we're gonna leave him in here. If you've seen my other playthroughs, you know that zombies cannot get through doors when they've been legged, so completely safe from him chasing you down the hallway, which is nice. Oops. Don't forget to board this up. In the second playthrough, you don't need to, nothing comes out of it. Well, that guy comes out of it, but then after that, nothing. Interesting. This guy doesn't usually do that. Every now and then he does do that.
Bitch.
Yeah, I better make sure. Right. Go grab the spade key. And we'll get our second hip pouch in this next room here. Not this one, but the one after, rather. In hardcore, this hip pouch is not here. Most of the time, people who play hardcore don't even get the second hip pouch.
I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
This is the only one that will aggro you in this room. The rest of them are stationary ones eating some booty.
Damn it.
And the other one's laying on the ground, so... Unicorn statue is going to be fish, scorpion, water. We leave the book because we are not doing the magnum. And I probably have enough handgun ammo already. I probably don't need to pick up any more. So I'm going to ignore the one that's right outside the door here. I go straight to the lion statue. The solution for the lion statue is lion, leaf, or branch. Bird. Probably eagle if I had to guess, but not sure. So go ahead and put the medallions into
Yeah.
statue.
Passage isn't open yet.
The idea of doing that is just to get rid of the spade key once I get up here.
Marvin, got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it.
We're gonna grab the flash grenade, the high, what is it, the high grade gunpowder, and we're also going to get the valve handle and the fuse, of course. And then we're just gonna leave. Won't be coming back through here ever again, so we don't need to worry about cleaning anything out zombie-wise. No, not like that. There we go. In standard, you could probably get away with killing most, if not all of them, and still have plenty of ammo left over, I imagine, but I am not going to do that for the sake of time. So just stun these two guys and run right past them. Wait for our female zombie friend here to throw herself over the ledge. And then bypass her. Never come through here again. The code for the locker is CAP. Grab our goodies, mix our gunpowder. Obviously, because we're not getting the magnum, we're going to exclusively mix shotgun shells. There is enough normal gunpowder around that you could mix up some handgun bullets too if you want, but it's not really necessary. So for the maiden statue, we're going to do the explosives. We're going to leave this room, come back into it. What that does is it prevents the bookcase from getting in the way. This bookcase right here will fall over if we don't do this. The solution of the maiden statue is going to be maiden, bow, snake. When you come out of here, stay to the right, run towards Liquor, and then to your left. Sometimes he'll back up, sometimes he'll just straight up jump, and occasionally you'll get him to where he tries to actually lick you. What you really want is the one that you saw, which is him backing up and jumping, or just jumping. Either of those two are good. The lick can sometimes snag you, unfortunately. So, not a big fan of that one, but generally it still won't hit you as long as you take that line. Fine. So here we're just going to take the knife, shotgun shells, and the shotgun. And you're going to proceed to G1. If you have 120 frames or higher. Sorry about that. If you have 120 frames or higher, you'll be able to use the same strategy. If you don't, you're going to want to use your handgun and shoot him in the eyeball. And just kind of stay away from him as much as you can because he does swing wildly. I think he has like a 3-pronged attack and then one heavy swing that he'll do.
What the?
But make sure you shoot him in the eyeball because it does a little extra damage. You'll use up less of your handgun ammo to defeat him if you do.
Let's go work on this thing. No choice. Gotta take it down.
When it turns red, stop swinging. Let him grab you. Use the knife that's basically broken already. And then just swing away with the second one until he dies. Or until he falls off the ledge, I guess.
Somebody's watching me.
That same exact tactic works just as good for hardcore. It's not that the knife does more damage, it's that you're hitting more times because of the frame rate. So you could actually hear it there if you listen carefully. Not all my swings were perfectly synced up to where it was hitting multiple times, but a lot of them were. And you could hear it just hitting repeatedly as it was going through them. Here we need the shotgun for the dogs, which is why I didn't put it away before. There's no point. We're just going to be using it anyway. Especially since we have that extra hip pouch. We have 2 extra slots that I normally am not used to having, so. Very nice.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you.
Decap Mr. Floor Zombie. That's just to prevent him from not being affected by your flash grenade when you leave the jail later. Which, let me tell you, can happen. So, it's just safer to blast him there. Gonna grab some shotgun shells here. These zombies don't wake up, so you don't have to worry about trying to dodge them or anything. We are not going to get the diamond key. It's basically a waste of time. I don't need it at all. However, we will take the flash grenade that is in the same room as the diamond key in the morgue. But first, we need to dispatch the doggos that are still in their kennels. Do that. One shell each should do the trick. You'll have plenty of shotgun shells throughout this playthrough to pull all this off too, by the way. It's not like you're gonna run out. And you're going to use a lot on G3, obviously, but even there, it's not that bad. Grab the cube conductor and the gunpowder to mix it with the high grade. The switches here, you're going to flip the third and fourth switch. Just leave this room. Don't bother even trying to hit that dog. Waste of ammo. This one we will need to destroy though. And the one around the corner here. As soon as you come around this corner, one's going to jump. Just make sure you get him. And one final one right here. There are some in the parking garage as well. However, you don't need to deal with them right this second. You can deal with them later when you come to get the parking key out of the jail. I prefer to just do it now and get it out of the way. It totally isn't something you have to do, like, right now. Just double lift. I'm not happy with myself for doing that. Either way, they didn't hit me, so we can continue. Just have better aim than me. Because my aim is kind of crap, I will be going to the basement to grab the high power, or the high grade. I keep thinking high power, but it's high grade gunpowder. So that I can get some more shells. Some here, and we also need the fuse. I'll put some stuff away real quick. Sorry, my cat likes to come in and out, in and out. Okay. That's why we have the knife. In case I miss. This guy down here. Just gonna go over here. Gonna grab this board so we can go to the basement without that zombie busting in. We can also toss this crank now because we no longer need it, and it actually has a red mark, a red check mark next to it, letting you know that it's donezo. Feel free. It is possible to run past that zombie and not have him actually grab you. But the board is pretty much in your path anyway. And it only takes like a half second or so to just put it on the window. It's safe. It's pretty much a safer bet to just slap it on there real fast. It's kind of a silly way to get grabbed, so I wouldn't recommend, you know, trying to bypass them that way unless you're really confident. eliminate these two guys. Then we got two that are also outside as well. If you want to, you can grab whatever you want here. There's another item box coming up, so if you're starting to get full of stuff, there's some handgun ammo over there if you want it. At this point in the game, I'd say you really only need about maybe 20 rounds of handgun ammo, if that.
Shit.
Now we're going to put out the fire for the helicopter and invite Mr. X into the party because we have no choice. There is a dodge you can perform here. I'm no good at it, so I don't even try to. If you would like to, you can do so. Here he comes to wreck the day. Lure him out a bit. You can bait a throw here if you want. Kind of slows him down a little bit, which isn't the worst idea, basically. Then you're going to want to keep in mind that Marvin will now aggro if you get too close to him, but if you stay on the far side, like I'm about to show you, you actually don't need to put him down. There's no reason to. It's basically a waste of a shotgun shell. If you do for some reason aggro him, just decap him with your shotgun. You got Mr. X chasing you, so ideally you don't really want Marvin and Mr. X chasing you. We're going to aggro that liquor. When you leave, he will run into the other room, which makes this room clear except for this guy here. Wait till he is all the way out of the window before you decap him. Otherwise, it will not decapitate him. Club key. Grenade. And the jack. Mr. X should be coming, so hopefully he is. So here we're going to go back up to the library to use the jack for the shelving. Usually you have enough time here. Mr. X is not like right on you. So just don't dawdle, don't take too much time, and you should be good. Then 2 last zombies for RPD here, and then we will be done with shooting zombies. There is a large gunpowder in here. I'm going to grab it to mix it with my high grade. believe it gives you 2 to 3 extra shells if you do that. Handy. Don't grab that high grade, or excuse me, don't grab that large gunpowder unless you have room. You need another spot for the cog here, but you should have room for that, given that we already grabbed the other side pouch. If you're playing in hardcore, you may not. So use the larger cog, and then once you do that, you'll have enough room to grab the small or the large gunpowder.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Now we just need to see where Mr. X is. Sometimes he's down over there, if he is. Nope, he's actually down there. He's not even up here. It's fine. Just leave. We may get unlucky here. He might teleport to the second floor waiting room. If he does, we're going to kind of have to play Ring Around the Rosie with him a bit. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Nope. Got through there fast enough where it didn't matter. Sometimes that'll happen. Occasionally I'll wait there if I think I'm gonna get that to happen, because I really don't like that. If you haven't already, you're gonna need to equip a flash grenade to get out of the jail. Don't forget, if you try to swing with your knife instead of that flash grenade, there's a pretty high chance that you're gonna get hosed. Mr. X gonna give it to you. Slash the zombies are gonna give it to you. Slash both. Really unlucky. So here you're going to want to wait for the zombies to come this way just a little bit. And then we're going to trigger Mr. X to start coming down this hallway.
Give me a break.
We don't really want to bait out a swing here, so try not to. What we really want is just him following us. So we'll just do like a quick little 360 there. Throw your flash grenade and you're good to go. And just like that, you are done with RPD 2 and you're done with RPD forever.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
There's not a ton to say here with Ada. Her part is always exactly the same, so
mess. Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Flynn. She's the one at Umbrella responsible for assisting me get to it.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here. Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrellas control Raccoon City.
Jesus! That an earthquake? What the hell?
I guess I'll take the extra handgun ammo just in case. I don't think I'll need it.
Again? No chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Holy shit! Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
I guess we're just gonna forget about those dogs, right? Those don't matter. Dogs aren't people either, Leon. Gosh.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. As scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous. You can run, Annette, but you can't hide. It's secret weapon time.
Make sure you blow this next zombie's leg off so he can't leave this room. You don't need him chasing you with the other 3 zombies that are in here, so... Just gonna wait for the other Zombarinos to show up. However you can get by them is good enough. Really doesn't matter.
Got you now. Always been good at running, Annette. Persistent bastard, aren't you? Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
She knows what she's doing.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
And back to Leon.
Ada, where are you?
I do want to carry a knife here as well, just in case I get grabbed. And it also helps if you equip it instead of the grenade. The grenade we're going to use for the G mutants if they give us any issues. The handgun pickup there is out of habit.
Doesn't smell.
You don't need to grab that. All we're going to use this handgun for is like shooting people in the legs right now. That's it. Watch out for that zombie you just heard. He can sometimes meet you at a bad spot around the corner over here, which is why we have the knife, just in case that happens. Usually he'll be like right here if he is, yep. Just be aware that that can happen. Stun him, run by him. We're gonna destroy this one. And then same thing here. Stun. Extra knife for the IVs later if I need it.
Shit.
This is your first G mutant, and I wouldn't recommend you killing it. You don't even need to use the self-defense weapon on it. All we gotta do is pop him up, And run past him.
What the hell?
You have just enough time to pull that off if you do it just right.
Cable car. Interesting.
Just be careful. Gotta go quick. You can't go like right when they pop up because they'll stun you. It doesn't count as damage,
Where'd she go?
but if he stuns you there, he's absolutely going to require you to use your self-defense weapon there. You're not going to be able to get out of the way fast
Coming,
enough. So if you're looking at this left wall from the hit wall there, it's going to be Knight, Rook, Bishop. And then this wall is going to be King, Queen, Pawn. Don't need the handgun. Shouldn't need the item box, especially in assisted, because you have those extra slots that hardcore is not going to have. So you shouldn't need to come back in there for the item box before you do the G-Mun part that's coming up. I don't know what that area is called, but it's usually where my runs get ended in the past. Trying this method without the magnum, because while you could destroy some of them, I just don't think it's worth it. I think the better bet is to try to get by them as quickly as possible, basically. 2, 12, 8, if you forget it's on the side of the safe. Or if you go past it.
Can do this.
I actually made a mistake here. I apologize. I needed to grab one more grenade that I did not grab. So, unfortunately, I am going to have to go back. But if you're not a dork like me, that wouldn't have happened to you. What you want to do is you want to grab one grenade out of your box, and then you'll have a second one from picking it up, and then you're good to go. Fortunately, I didn't do it quite right. I've run this so many times that I'm getting a little tired, unfortunately. I'm hoping this will be the one that actually goes through and I can beat it. Because I keep messing it up. Only zombie in here we want to kill is the one on the floor. There's some handgun ammo in here if you want it. Again, I don't really see why you would need it, but it's there, you know, if you want it. So we'll poke him to get him awake. As soon as you see him do that little head bob, it's time to go. Be quick, you do not have long. I would actually suggest that if you don't make it there fast enough, go back up the lift and try it again, because it's not really worth it to try to get by him when he's submerged like that. There's a pretty substantial chance that you're going to get nailed there. And you're going to have to use a defense weapon. I suppose you could, but I probably wouldn't choose that path. So since I had to come back, I might as well get rid of the rook plug. We're here anyway, so why not? That wasn't my plan, but I think we had everything right. Yeah. This is just to get by the G-Mutants. Unfortunately, a knife will not allow you to sneak past them. So we need to use hand grenades instead. fragmentation grenades. Flash grenades don't do it either. This spot and Mr. X are always the two places that end my no damage runs, unfortunately.
Oh my god, this is getting worse.
Alright, this first guy we should be able to sneak by if we do it right. Just go by him like that. Second guy, we're going to poke him in the neck, see if he goes under. Which he did. That did not hit us. It's just a stun. Go around the third one. Very nice. We didn't have to use a grenade there. That's helpful. Sometimes you get lucky when you shoot them in the neck, they dive under like that. But it's not very common. I used to be able to get it like every time, and it seems like lately it's been kind of like 25-75 against, so I'm not really sure if there's like a specific spot on their neck you're supposed to hit, maybe. I haven't exactly been lucky with that. Hopefully it's a sign. Alright, so I hope you have 4 slots, because you do need both the flamethrower and the knight, or excuse me, the king and queen plugs. Not only to get out of here, but of course to unlock the G2 fight. We get to see if we can get out of here without getting absolutely devastated here. We'll see. Wow. That's super rare to not use a grenade there at all. Very, very rare.
The hell was that?
And to answer Leon's question, a perfect run through there. That's what that was. As you can see, we're still in fine. Did well. Very happy with that.
Okay, almost there, Ada.
We can put this away now. We don't need it. We do need 1 flash grenade to deal with Birkin. And then the flamethrower as well. Power switches down here for the puzzle are going to be 1, 2, 4.
Jesus Christ!
Once he jumps down, you're safe to come out from that spot by the fan there.
It's still alive?
Oh, we might be screwed here, actually. Oh, 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 oh. Oh boy. That was interesting. I kind of got the timing messed up, so I apologize. He didn't actually hit us there, thankfully. The animation saved us. So we're gonna flame him down to about 100 fuel here. And we're gonna throw another flash grenade as soon as he gets up towards us. And use the rest of our flamethrower.
Now I got you.
And that is G2.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it.
Gonna have to let my cat in again here in a second. I may let the tram sequence roll just so I can do that. I don't know where the deal is today, but in and out, in and out. Cry, 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 in and out, in and out. Rat.
This may be a one-way ride.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to jail.
Yeah, me too, Leon. Anyway, thanks for being patient with that. Cutscenes do not count toward total game time either, which is nice.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your
Okay.
visit.
I wonder where the G virus is.
So the cafeteria, make an immediate right once you get in, grab the grenade, flip around, head on out. Just like this. The other side, grab the fuel. Do not dawdle in here, you do not have time to do so, or you'll have to fight these guys off.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Grab the gunpowder, we're gonna grab the knife. Zombie's kind of tricky. He can be on the left or the right side. There doesn't seem to be a definitive pattern as far as I can tell. Shotgun shells, grab the chip, grab the regulator for the flamethrower. And when you run by the cafeteria, stay hard right. If you don't, zombies can come bursting out of that door and snag you. Don't do it.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief Cartwright in the East area.
The East area is where all the Groots are going to be, or Ivies, in Resident Evil terms. They are one-hit kills, so if one of them grabs you and you don't have a self-defense weapon, you are going to die. Always carry a knife with you. Especially because standard, you get 2 extra slots, there's no reason not to. You don't need to carry the flamethrower anymore. Put that away if you want. Grab the high-grade gunpowder off the table there. Run past this ivy. If you go fast enough, it won't grab you. Flash grenade. Empty solution container. This we're gonna do 3, 1, 2, 3. Next one is 2067. Don't forget your grenade next to this body. For this, you're going to do red, green, blue until you solve. Make sure that you get it right. If you don't, it's going to be a pain to fix. I think it's actually like red, green, blue, red, green. Whatever. Just keep doing red, green, and blue until it solves. You don't actually have to complete the last one, I don't think. I think you skip the blue on the last because it fills it up, but whatever. And the ivy that's here, we're just going to stun immediately down the ladder. We can't really kill the ivies without the flamethrower permanently, so shooting them is not really something we want to do unless we have to get by them. Kill all these zombies that are on the floor. Run towards this door kind of in the middle here. As soon as the liquor jumps down, go to your right, and it won't hit you. And the zombie will fall down there. Dispatch him. We're also going to get the signal modulator. I believe the first one is Murph. And the second one is OSS. Flickers are a bit of a pain in here now because they're essentially in position to always detect you when you go by to activate the signal modulator. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. Want to get in and out of here quickly. this away. We can put this away. We don't need it. Flamethrower I will take. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. That away. I'm also gonna take another knife. There's one laying here too, so you can do that as well. So now we need to super cool the solution. These guys are in really bad positions, so I'm gonna try and sneak back to the other room. Doesn't look like I'm gonna accomplish that, unfortunately. You can't actually kill these guys if they're lined up just right. You could hit them both with your knife and kill them. Hopefully that gave me a more advantageous position for them. Guess we'll find out.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
Ugh. Who left the freezer open?
And I'm just gonna do this real quick just so
Cooling
that
complete.
when I get there I won't have to. Doesn't really take extra time. Might as well. Sorry, thought they were like still aggroed somehow. Or not, but thought they were there for a second. You are free to leave here. Basically, we have everything we need, so no reason to stick around. Usually an Ivy here, and there is. Just stun him, get by him. Same thing. We don't want to waste too many shotgun shells, so it's better to knife the
Dispensing
pustules or growths or
That did
whatever
the
those
trick.
are that are growing on them with a knife if you can.
You have dispersed
That.
a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been blocked and may be subject to measures.
And that's just to make sure that they don't get up while Mr. X is chasing you out of here, because he is going to chase you out of here. And you do not want these IVs to be in the way of you getting out of here, that is for sure. So, any of the ones that are in your path, you need to take care of. One way or another. Usually I give both of them a dose of lead, or steel in this case, just so I can get out of there. And you're officially done with the east area forever. West area and fight G3.
Hopefully the G-Sync is up.
Gonna be a grenade on the floor here. Snag it. We're going to use our signal modulator for the last time, of course. Gather up all our shotgun shells, our flamethrower, and hopefully a little bit of luck. Because G3 can be kind of a pain. Without the magnum, you can't destroy his eyes as quickly, which leads you to always being more vulnerable to his massive swings that he has, so...
All right, now back to Ada.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected.
I will bring one knife with me as a self-defense knife. He does have an attack that can actually, where he can actually land on top of you. And if that happens and you don't have a self-defense item, obviously, you know, you're gonna get roasted, so. Destroy his eyes, flame him really good. Destroy his eyes, flame him really good. That's G3 in a nutshell.
Class A breach detected.
Okay, so flamed him up. Reload. That's the jump. Be really careful of that. Get rid of one of the eyes. When he does that 3-piece combo, that's the perfect time to get this eye going. And that should be good enough to kill him, I think. I don't think there's much risk at this point. Basically nailed it. Just keep hitting him with the flamethrower. And that's G3. Without getting hit. In here, we pretty much just want the flash grenade and the regular grenade. Fragmentation grenade, rather. I don't remember exactly where they are. I never memorize them for some reason. I think there might be 2 flash grenades in here, maybe? Let's see. I think this is the second one right here. Yep. That's it. The rest of it we don't need. We don't need handgun ammo, magnum ammo. Excuse me, first aid spray. We don't need any of that. So we're out here. All that's left is some IVs and the final Mr. X fight, and we are good to go.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. To the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. minutes until detonation. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central element to evacuate immediately.
Just make sure you have a knife here. It'd be a shame for you to get grabbed by an ivy and killed right here. Most likely you wouldn't, but it could happen.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central element.
Is this a fucking joke?
Eight minutes until detonation. Use the central element to evacuate
Alright,
immediately.
now you just have to beat Mr. X and we're good to go. Any of this, what we do need is grenades, flash grenades, and we need lots of them. We have 6 flash grenades left, and it looks like 10 regular grenades. I believe that'll be plenty.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
And basically we just want to loop him into falling back over and over and over again.
What is it with this thing?
If he does that, you gotta move. He's trying to do that Air Jordan thing. Got lucky there. Oh boy, was I lucky. Okay.
Where did this thing come from?
And we gotta be pretty quick here, but and we got him. Now in hardcore, you'd have to hit him twice with the rocket launcher, not once. But
You have arrived at the bottom level. Six minutes until.
that's it, guys. That is going to be a no damage run standard. S plus, no saves, no video cuts, no edits, none of that stuff. No magnum, which is the new route that I wanted to take, and I actually pulled it off. So I'm really happy about that. It's the first time I've been able to do it, even though it was standard. The same exact strategies would apply to hardcore. There's really no difference. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, leave me a like and subscribe if you're still watching. I really appreciate you. And I hope the new year treats you well. I'll see you next time.